Our next guest is no stranger to the stage. He's been making hits since early days in hip-hop group Teargas, and 18 years on, the hits still keep on coming. His latest single, Y.O.U, is unlike anything he's done before. He describes it as a demonstration of personal growth, one of the most popular artists of our time. Rapper K.O joins us in studio to tell us more about his latest project. Good morning. Thank you so much for making time for us.
Great. Thank you for having me, my brother.
Yeah.
Please.
Y.O.U, what does it mean?
It's not even an acronym or anything. It's basically you. Yeah, I mean, I just made this traditional love song. Obviously, perfectly putting it out during the month of love, in February. Yeah, I mean, it just basically narrates a story about how we are willing to go through all types of, lengths and heights for the people that we love in our lives, you know what I mean?
Including not paying school fees.
Bro, I'm just talking about how, toxic these things can be sometimes, when you are so, blindsided by love and all those things. But
yeah.
Yes.
Is it a reflection of a personal experience at all?
I could say so. I mean, I've found myself, doing extreme things that I never thought I would, for my significant other. And it's all just a form of appreciation, I mean, it's not as extreme as some of the things that are being said in the song, but yeah, I mean, I reckon some people can relate with some of those messages.
Yeah, including going to a farmer.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Bro, I think it's I think it's a true definition of affection and love and downright being obsessed, with someone that you actually appreciate, that is of value. And I hope this song can be a soundtrack to those people's lives.
Yeah, and quite a distinct sound, something that we're not used to with your music. Why did you choose this particular route? Actually, I was looking at some of the reaction to your ex when you announced that there's this new single coming out, and the people responding. The top one is I Can Hear Mbongeni Ngema.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I was just digging deep and just trying to find new waves and different ways of pushing the envelope, because that's what people know me for, whether it's Sete, Karakara, all these other things. I'm always just trying to think outside the box and go and take the scenic route, if I may put it that way. And in me delving into the archives and listening to the Brahus and the K-Fusses and obviously Mbongeni, we ended up leaning towards this aesthetic of just sounds and things like that. And when people hear it, they can pick up obviously just the influence of some of the Mbongeni Ngema stuff, And I think it's it was done intentionally, because even towards the end of the year last year, before his tragic passing, because we had already heard some of the the commentary when we were playing it in some of the meetings at Sony. People were yeah, I'm picking up some Mbongeni Ngema stuff, and then we're okay, cool, let's have him in the video. And then we made the call, they spoke to him, and then he was happy. He hadn't heard the song yet. And then, dude, life happened, bro, and so it was quite sad. But yeah, I mean, it's my way of just paying tribute to some of our legends, and I think it's important more so than ever now, especially with Amapiano and all these other things that we have in our country, to embrace our history and our heritage, as far as music is concerned. And this was me doing exactly that.
And I have to say, listening to the song as well, you pick up that traditional wedding type of song, a wedding type of vibe. And someone was actually commenting on the video on the video on YouTube. And the person was saying that they were actually expecting that the video would have more visuals of a wedding, because that's when you listen to the song, you hear, you picture and you visualize Umakoti walking down the aisle, Mkonyano. And listen, it would be great though. It would be great. Why did you choose this specific route with the video?
I'm a hip-hop artist when it's all said and done, bro, you know, and I wanted to communicate the aesthetic the best way that fits my brand as well, without necessarily just pandering too much and going all the way down, you know, the rabbit hole of trying to create something that was already done, like in terms of like the visual presentation, because the song is already covering that box, you know. So I wanted it to, you know, especially like for people who didn't actually even grow up during those times, like some of us, you know, when the Mongeni gamers were, you know, making all those rounds. People who are growing up in these times, this needs to be their memory, you know what I'm saying? So I wanted to make sure that it fits the aesthetic of what's going on right now without me necessarily trying to recreate, you know, some of the things that they did in the past visually. Yeah,
like Nina Simone says, what is an artist who don't reflect the times that we live in? But the video, interestingly as well, what I find is that some of your clothes.
Yes, sir.
Some of it, was that intentional?
Yeah, so the clothes that people are seeing there is actually product that is solely being sold at my very own store called Swave, SWAVE, which stands for Scanner World Avenue. We are located on 9 Keys Avenue in Rosebank. That's where the store is, and we are a multi-purpose, you know, outlet. We have obviously clothes, we have our own ice cream, we have sneaker laundry, amongst other things. So please come out and support. So a lot of the stuff that I'm wearing is actually stuff that is available over there, and it's some exclusive pieces only available at Swave.
Only available at Swave. I want to go back to the song again, Y.O.U. And somebody on X again, after you posted the launch of this new single, spoke about, damn, listening to this record makes me miss AKA. I don't know, man. I just hear his verse there. Great song, Mr. Cash Time.
Man, it's crazy because, I mean, myself and AKA, you know, pulled so much from one another. But this one, I'm not too sure how he comes into the picture because he was the furthest thing on my mind. But I guess it just speaks to just the parallels in terms of us being proudly South African in our music, trying to make sure that the identity is as authentic and exclusively South African as much as possible. So I can see how someone would say it may be something that he would also maybe explore. But yeah, I mean, for me, as blatant as it is, it was mostly just me trying to recreate some of that old stuff. And if you're hearing Bongeni Ngema, you are right on the money.
Yeah, you're right on the money. Do you miss him? Okay.
So I have a song that is sitting in the vault, the last song that me and him made together, just the week before he passed. And I was actually at the gym listening to it for the first time in months yesterday. And yeah, bro, like that guy was just an amazing artist, his energy and everything. And he kept a lot of people on their toes, even just like the competitive spirit that he came with, which is something that I personally miss the most, you know, within like our space, just the competitive spirit, because everyone in school is doing their thing, but that man just brought the fire, you know, just say, hey, I think you're sleeping, bro. So like you need to get on your A game. So I think that's just what is missing right now, and the void is just difficult to fill.
Yeah. Did you watch the court proceedings yesterday at all?
No, sir.
Not at all.
I don't even follow. My mom sent me a text 2 nights ago, on Tuesday, on the day of the arrest of the alleged, suspects. She sent me a text. I think it was like around 11 in the evening, you know. And I'm like, okay, cool. I didn't even look into it. And, you know, the reason why is because, to me, bro, I still have this amazing... Bro, the last time I saw that man was literally when we recorded the song that I'm talking about, you know? I can still feel that man, like, because he was leaving. Actually, before he left, he came out of the recording booth after recording his part, and he was so excited. And I still feel the warm embrace that he gave me, just on some, bro, thank you for making me a part of this song type of thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even like considering the last hug that he gave me when he was driving off. The one that I remember the most is him, just the excitement coming out of the booth, you know? So, and also just because it's a friend of mine, you know, I haven't even listened to his music, you know, because there's so much that has triggered me, the loss itself, and just everything. My brother was his, you know, road manager, you know, and when Tibbs unfortunately was also, you know, hit in that whole situation, you know, Tibbs was in front of my brother. Do you understand? So like those, yeah. Anyway, so it's a tough one, but I hope the truth, you know, at the end of the day, you know, comes out, and the family can get some closure. Yeah.
In conclusion, one of the most popular songs, and I was listening to Y.O.U. You're incredible with hooks, by the way. So incredible that I was telling the team about my 2-year-old nephew when Sete came up. And they're like, yeah, Sete. And I was thinking that we could be experiencing the same with Y.O.U. But man, what you guys have done for young Stuna, incredible.
Yes, sir.
Incredible.
Yep. Well, Stana is an amazing artist on his own. You know, that was the only record that I worked with him. So he has, dude, like he's an amazing talent, and he's so compelling, and his energy is so great. And I think maybe that's the reason why he has managed to get to the point where he is, just on his own. It has nothing to do with none of us. That man is just incredible. Yeah, well, it does recognize the role that you guys have played. But thank you so much, and all the best, K.O, with the new single. Do you think we can expect the other song that's in the vault? Yeah, definitely. I'm working on my finalizing my album. It's going to come out this year, and it'll be part of that body of work. Okay, then, perfect. Thank you so much. That is K.O on his new single, Y.O.U.